Hello, here I am, like almost shitting in my pants, or no, I don't have any pants, but skirt. I am so excited, almost slightly even nervous, since I'm gonna drop a big bomb today. Not any horrible bomb, or a nice one. But it feels really exciting and just so really big. I don't know if you have been watching the lives before when I've been speaking, but here, like the past few weeks, I've been speaking about that there is something big something big coming in my life right now, but I have felt that I was not ready to speak about yet because I wanted to have more signs and more confirmations. Well, I have got them now, and this is just a so wonderful story. And so it actually, like, there is like many little stories within this big one story, and that's why I also had, well, not that's why, but because it's also a big huge celebration moment for me. So that's why I have a glass of sparkling wine here, not champagne today, but sparkling wine is good, because I really want to celebrate this moment and my courage, and the fact that I always teach for people, like, go after your dreams, and if it's not too, if it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough, and like, you always need to go towards your fears, always. So it's like just me, I'm practicing what I preach. So I wanted to make this live special, and I did buy also these beautiful flowers, lilies, but they are not yet bloomed because I just bought them today. But this actually, it's so funny that they are not bloomed yet, because it's like perfect side note of this whole story. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. There is not so many people live right now yet, but I don't care. People can always watch the replay. So where to start? There are so many. Okay, I start with this. Like, about 5 years ago, I published my first book. I guess, yeah, it was 5 years ago. Oh my God, already, yes. And 4 years ago, my second book. And then quite fast after, there was like maybe 1-2 years between, and then I got this intuition that, I need to write my third book, and it's gonna be about trust or channel. But I just felt like, no, I cannot. Who am I to channel a book about trust? Like, I cannot. No, that's way too big for me. So then I kind of drop it, but I did write to my diary, like, if I'm really meant to channel a book about trust, so I would like to receive owls as a confirmation. And then I just completely forgot about the whole thing. And there was, I think there was even many months between when I make that diary note and then when the owls started to come. And that was 2023, I guess, something like that. The owls started to come, and they came from doors and windows and books and TVs, and like, it was so really crazy how those owls kept on going. Even, I have to just share this, even once when I was holding a yoga retreat in Spain. So when I told about this owl story, like, these owls, it actually happened there in the retreat. It happened there when the owls just started to come all over the place. Please comment if you were there, if you actually remember this day. And yeah, even one of the participants had an owl tattoo in her leg. So I was like, oh my freaking God, this can't be happening. So the signs came. I was like, okay, I just start this. So I then started the project a little bit later, channeling the book about the trust. And then life happened. We moved to our house, and there was lots of things happening, and I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like pausing the book project for a while. And then I restarted it like half a year ago, 1 year ago again. And now it's done, it's finished. And then I have been asking like, okay, who is the publisher? Who's gonna publish my book? And then this like crazy idea, like totally crazy idea came to my mind that, well, maybe I could self-publish. But like, no, you absolutely cannot self-publish. Who are you? And like then this idea, well, I could actually create my own publishing house. But again, like, no, you cannot create any publishing house. Like, what are you thinking? But this thought just couldn't leave me alone. It just couldn't leave me alone. So of course, what I do, I ask for guidance. And then I specifically wanted to ask like one specific sign. It was a red feather. I wanted to take some way out of like not any normal kind of like not any white feather or black feather, like a red feather I wanted to take, so that it could really be a rare sign. One came and I'm like, and then I said, no, I need two more. It has to be 3 red feathers so I can actually believe you guys. Then the second came. And then the third one came, and like, I cannot go into details now because there's so much other stuff I want to share today. But anyway, so 3 red feathers came. I'm like, okay, I give up the resistance. I am gonna freaking crown my own publishing house. Oh my God. But there is this whole story about the numbers as well. Well, I'm just gonna share that also. Because while I was very nervous about this low, I'm not gonna birth any publishing house, like, who are like, no, never going to happen. So I kept receiving these signs as in numbers, like 377 or 773. It was all over, all the time, like everywhere in the computer, in the how many words I've written, like it was like ridiculous in the bills I paid, all over, everywhere, 337, 773. And then I watched from this book by Alana Fairchild, what is the number combination about, because it was just like non-stopping. So this book said to me, it's about birthing something big, creating something big, and that you need to just have a lot of trust. And I'm like, yeah, and it even mentioned like it could be even in a form of a child coming into your life. And I'm like, no, I don't want any new child. I have those 2, it's enough, totally. I really don't want to be pregnant again. And that book was not the only one. I received so many oracle cards and so many other messages like about this that new wants to be birthed to you, something new, project, new something. I'm like, oh my God, it must be this publishing house. And so I gave in, and ta-da-da-da, I am now, or I have kind of, you could say I have crowned a publishing house, and I will publish my own book. And when I asked then a name for the publishing house, I did receive some names, but I felt they were a little bit kind of like coming from my mind. My mind wanted to brainstorm like all these beautiful names, like lion this and lion that and white lion this, and but they were not like, there was something missing. And when I went to Google it, so they all already existed. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I cannot have a name that already exists. And then my daughter, I think it was like a few nights ago, she wanted to start to watch one series on HBO together, actually Gossip Girl, if you know that series. I watched it when I was a teen. so we started to watch that, and there is a character, a woman named Lily, and when she came there, and she said her name, I was like, it was like everything froze for a while. I was like, Lily, it's Lily. Of course, the publishing company, it's Lily Publishing or Lily something. Because I have, ever since I was little, I have been loving the lily flowers that are now they are unbloomed. And the first company I created actually exactly 10 years ago, so 2016. Everybody keeps talking about like 2026 is like new 2016. So it was in 2016 I opened up my first Finnish company, and it was named Water Lily. Okay, that's a totally different kind of flower, but anyway, there is that lily still. And I just like, it's my favorite flower ever, the lily, the white lily, not the water lily, the actual lily, the white lily. And what was more I want to say? Yeah, and also, so people are talking about this like 2016. There is some kind of connection to this year now, 2026. But also, if you have been following astrology, so people are writing, I am not good with astrology, but these are things that I've been reading and hearing, that there is some kind of like a new 13 years portal opening up now, that some 13 years portal closed and new just now, like within a few days, opened up. And this happened almost exactly 13 years ago. My daughter was born, like 13 years ago plus 1 month. In December 2012, my daughter was born. And we had already given the name Lilja, which is the Finnish version of Lily. So we had already given the name that our daughter will be Lilja. It was so beautiful winter morning when we went to hospital to give birth to her, because it was a C-section, planned C-section, because I can't deliver normally because our firstborn. Long story. Anyway, so it was like beautiful winter morning. It was so calm, and it's so peaceful and beautiful energy. I was like, yeah, our daughter is gonna be Lilja, Lily. And then she was born, and she kept on screaming and screaming, and there was like so much energy and temperament within her. We were like, no, that girl is no Lily. That girl is no Lilja. So she became Vera instead. But I just realized it like 2 days ago, like, oh my God, holy macaroni, like 13 year cycle. And 13 years ago, my daughter was born almost with the name Lilja. And then this 10-hour cycle thing, that 10 years ago, I grounded my company that was Water Lily. And then the story just keeps on continuing, because then, of course, I went to Google what Lily means. Like, obviously, I already know that because I've been, or like, how to put it, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and the lineage of the Magdalenes and the teachings of the Rose. I've been following those for like 4 or 5 years. So it was already familiar to me that Lily is there. Also, Lily and Rose are both like kind of like this Magdalene flower. So of course it also had a connection to Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, this flower. But I anyway wanted to Google it, like if there was something more I did not know about the flower. And sure there was, because when I Google it, here I wrote it down so I would not forget. So the word lily, like in the first it was in Hebrew, and in Hebrew the word was Shoshana, and that was borrowed from Egyptians, that word. And I'm actually traveling to Egypt now again next week. So that word somehow has to do with Egyptian culture, or some kind of original name comes from there. And it means Susanna or Susan. And guess what my middle name is? Susanna. And this happened also like 2 days ago. And I was like, oh my God, of course. Lily Publishing. Just so crazy. And also I wrote here what it means, rebirth. Like this 13-year cycle and 10-year cycle, like rebirth. I'm rebirthing myself, I'm rebirthing my company, I'm rebirthing everything. And it also, like I said, it has connection to the Magdalene lineage, but also innocence, purity, and commitment. So it's like, what a perfect name for a publishing company, Lily Publishing. But that name is also already taken. So all the names kind of that have come into my mind, Google says it's already taken. So yesterday and still today, I was like, oh my God, I cannot come here live and speak about how I have grounded a publishing company and it does not even have a name yet. But exactly as now this lily here, which I bought today, it hasn't quite bloomed yet. And I am gonna have to trust that exactly as these flowers, the rest of the name will be given to me, exactly as the first part of the name was given to me. Through that my daughter insisted, like, Mom, I really want to watch Gossip Girl now. Can we please start today because Dad is not home, because she knows that her dad, my husband, would never say yes to that show. Because my husband was actually in Stockholm. It's just like, I don't have words. Okay, time to congratulations to myself, to the book, which is now finally ready after 3 years of writing, the Book of Trust, and to this new publishing company, Lily something. The name will be given later on, which I will wait, because I know it will be brought to me exactly like the first part of the name was brought. That was that. The energies are still like exactly like in this sparkling wine. I'm feeling the energies bubbling within me, because it was just so. Right now when I'm speaking aloud this, it's like, well, that's not so exciting. Like, how come you were so nervous about telling that story? Like, it's not that a big of a deal to ground your own publishing house or to publish your own books about trust, but it felt like really big thing. And also the book that I've been channeling, it's quite personal as well. Personal share, and somehow I feel there is still a little bit nervous energy and doubt around that when I say out loud to all of you that the book has been channeled. So I still like, who are you to say that? I guess the nervousness actually come from there. But the channeling the book also, it has been full of synchronicities. I was just actually a few days ago reading the book a little bit, because I'm soon gonna send it to editor. I have found few really nice spiritual editors, so I'm gonna send it soon forward to them. But when I just a little bit view it through, I'm like, oh my God, did I actually write this? Because I have no memory. no memory whatsoever that I wrote some of the parts of the book. And also these synchronicities that the book holds, it's just like pure miracles. Okay, I am gonna stop the live here. I guess one more thing I wanted to share is that I will publish English speaking books and Finnish speaking books. Who knows, maybe some other languages as well in the future. But if you right now at this moment feel that there is like a book within you, a book that I keep hearing the word Magdalenes and the lily and the rose, and somehow that you almost feel that it's too big to even write about, that you feel like, who the hell am I to write or channel something about that's your book. You need to write and channel. I'm feeling like this publishing house will be publishing books that are gonna be just so big and with so much energy inside them. And like I said, it almost feels like the more there is self-doubt around it, you writing a book or you channeling a book, the more it means that you need to do it. That's the last message I wanted to say here. Okay, so once more, good luck to me and the Lily Publishing House. Let's see what will the official name then be. But thank you for watching and have a beautiful Saturday.